Hi, today is April 18th, 23, package management subgroup. So we can, I don't see any specific agenda. We can go over this sprint items, but before that, just wanted to ask, is there any specific things that anybody wants to ask or anybody wants to discuss? All right, so I'll go ahead and share the screen and see if there are any questions.
One thing is I met Victor here in KubeCon, by the way, as well.
Awesome.
We will discuss probably tomorrow, discuss that a little bit. So I will discuss with him a little bit and try to get or exchange some ideas.
Oh, okay, good. Awesome, cool. So I think it is giving me some issues with the sharing. Wim, would you be able to share the board? Are you in a position to share? Or...
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone, okay.
Let's normally share.
Let's see, 1 second. Yeah. So it is, it's not letting me share. So, so is anybody in a position to share the screen? Otherwise, I had to quit and come back.
Share the link. Let me see if I can share.
Okay, thanks, Vish. So I will. I'm going to paste the link in the chat, Vish, and
yeah.
Zoom chat. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah. So so on these items, before going through each one of these, I wanted to ask: is there any specific questions of any of these items, because I'm asking because I don't see many people in the call today, so I'm not even sure whether we have a representation of the people working on these items.
At least no questions for me for the item that was sent to me, and Ravi.
Okay.
I know if Ravi has any questions.
No, nothing from my end. Yeah, no, I was still. We mentioned Victor, and I think we were planning to sync up with him. So I think hopefully we can do that this week. I wish.
Yeah. When did you hear anything from Victor at all from the packaging installer story?
See, we started to discuss a little bit with him. I also did thing that we discussed using the default Kubernetes network versus CM and what had to be done. But then I got interrupted by some people. So we did not conclude, but I was just pinging him when we would meet tomorrow. So we are trying to find a slot tomorrow to meet and then discuss, the different things. That's that's my plan. He did not reply yet.
Okay.
On the timing. So I'm trying to meet him tomorrow and flush this out. And then I think I'll tell him also to get in contact with you, Ravi, and with Vish, right? And then take it from
there. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be that would be great. Thank you so much. I think probably that would be right in time when for the sprint 3 to start packaging and then the installer, because that's the time where we want to start the end-to-end testing. And one more thing I wanted to ask is, do we have anyone from Orange here?
I also met those people, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, Piotr, so the guy that presented the thing, so I met them. They are, so I think the reason they have not, what I understood is the reason they have not replied yet is because they are trying to get approval for the CLAs and stuff like that. That's what's going on from what I'm hearing.
Okay. For the Nephew CLA, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. So
Eric, we should ask Eric about that, but that's basically what they told me is that they are asking for approval. And yeah, it's a big company. It's the same as Nokia. It takes time.
yeah, absolutely. I am asking particularly because of this other free 5GC network functions. Where do we stand on that one? So that's one of the reasons I asked. Yeah.
What they told me is that the repo that they gave has those, right? That's what they said. So the repos that they made available had them.
Yeah.
But I think what we wanted from them is that they would help us deploy that, right? I think that's what we wanted from them, correct?
Yes. In my understanding, Wim, two things, right? We could, the repo has it, and it is Apache 2.0 license, if I understand correctly. But if Nephew wanted it, can it take it from there? I was not sure on that. Without with the copyright header and stuff like that. What is your opinion on that?
Okay, I will explicitly ask tomorrow if I see them, most likely. But yeah, I did not ask that question explicitly. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one thing. Yes. And also to your point, yes, we also wanted to make sure they having a first-hand experience help us in deploying as well. Yeah. So the other things, obviously, John is working on the port stuff, and I think in here, I think last week Sean also volunteered to work some tasks on the porch when in John's absent this week. Hopefully, I don't see him in the call anyway today. Requirements. I think this particular, in my view, the requirements for the end-to-end test, I think is, in my view, it's done, but we'll see whether that is the same thing. That if that sentiment is shared by others, and once I confirm, I'll move it to the done stage, because I think Wim has put a lot of comments on that story. Wish, if you don't mind clicking on the in progress, last but one. Yeah.
Installer for Nephew?
No, actually, I think since you moved, if you scroll down a little bit, if you don't.
This one. Oh, for the bed.
Yes,
so this is something that Rado.
Yeah.
General, they're going to bring up a VM.
No, this is just the gathering requirements, actually.
Okay. So the end-to-end test itself has to be really done by the developers. So the test bed will be done by Rado and me.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is just gathering the requirements. Wish, this is actually not even doing any of those. This is basically saying these are our goals for Nephew. These are the end-to-end test goals. These are the scenarios, and this is the configuration. So that's what this is. I think we have, in my view, I think we have gathered enough data in this. If you scroll down, I think there is a lot of data in terms of what we want to do, how we want to build. In my view, this can be moved to the done stage. I know Wim also had a few comments there. Wim, do you have any comments there? Because I think you were mentioning yesterday that some of this may not work because you wanted to use secondary interface or the primary interface, something like that yesterday.
Yeah, so no, so the thing is, it's not about that. The thing is that at the moment, Victor uses two, if you look to his drawings, he uses two Ethernet interfaces. So he's using two dedicated secondary interfaces. And the cluster context CRD does not allow that. But he just have to say use all Ethernet, single Ethernet, and then we have VLANs to separate those networks. So it's a small change that he has to do. Okay. That's what I wanted to discuss with Victor. I mean, we discussed a little bit already today, so I think it's okay. But yeah, so he has to update his drawings and stuff like that reflect that. Okay. That's missing.
Okay.
And also, maybe this test bed in general, we are not accounting for other components like running on different OSs. We are only sticking to Ubuntu and Docker. When it comes to like Fedora, Podman, or even Ubuntu Podman, there might be some gaps, at least when using Gitia.
Yes, but I think should we not do the same approach as we did with the playbooks that we did? Is start
no. I'm saying that is the discovery that I found, at least that using the playbooks and doing all that stuff. The only difference I found was on Fedora when using Podman, Git doesn't work. But GitHub works. GitHub works. GitHub works.
I remember. Yeah.
GitHub works, but Git doesn't work.
Yeah.
So is it only on Podman, Vish?
It's combination of Podman and Git.
Okay, got it.
Are you guys able to hear Ravi properly?
Yeah, no, Ravi, I think if you're...
We couldn't hear you.
Are you saying something? Yeah, I think you're planning to say something. You're not able to hear you.
We still can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now it is better. Now when you said okay.
Is it okay now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. I was trying to multitask with some other. There's another ORAN meeting going on. Anyway, so no, I was thinking that when I saw this picture, right? I don't think with free 5GC, that's what we planned for the UERAN SIM. And I'm assuming that is supposed to be part of the same one of these clusters, right? I mean, I don't know where we have. Okay, we have two UPF, right? So we have So I don't think that something goes outside the virtual machine, right?
So I think this is mostly about this thing. I don't think it's even considers UERAN SIM at this point of time. I think it's that's my understanding, because UERAN SIM and the other NFs came later before that. I don't think there was any plan to do end-to-end call with this. At least this when this came, this diagram was produced. It's only when after the ranch demo that we will install everything. All the control functions will go to the same cluster, maybe which is running on a SMF, and the UERAN SIM to the other cluster with the UPF, and then. But I don't think this reflects that, because this came before that discussion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Then I mean, because I think we were planning to do an end-to-end call too, right? I think that's still on the cards, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I think this has to be updated then, because
exactly.
I don't think we plan to do anything outside the VM.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because I'm at least I've played around with 3.5GC and done the same thing what the Orange folks did. I'm not with their current kept thing. It was probably many months back. And it was all within a single cluster. So
until a solid working thing alternate is in place, me and Rado will continue to bring up a VM, bring up the kind clusters using the Ansible scripts, that is the plan of record, at least have something going on until an alternate solid implementation is reviewed, understood, and implemented. FYI related to end-to-end test bed.
Yeah, that makes sense, Vish. I think the single
we need to make progress with what we have, and we can always make enhancements.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's in line with too. I mean, I think even the current plan is to have everything in a VM with kind clusters, installing instead of 3, installing more functions, including UVRAN SIM on the same VM onto the clusters. So I think your plan that you're proposing makes sense.
Yeah, because that is what we
even
want.
If you do URAM SIM, sorry, I didn't raise my hand because I'm on this thing. You can easily add it to the Ansible stuff, right? Because we have TLAB does the plumbing. If you put URC, the SIM in it, you will have connectivity. It's still in the VM, right? But it's basically between the clusters.
Yeah.
So it's foreseen to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're, you know, when I did it, all their Helm charts are applied to same cluster. It was not even between clusters. But I think it's good to get them into the discussion as well so that they can validate it to ensure that we have the right bridge networks to, if you're planning to do it across clusters.
But maybe, Ravi, it might be good to add that comment to the PR, right? If you don't mind.
Oh yeah, sure. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I didn't know this because I think this was probably, I don't know, it's workload cluster kind of that group that is doing this. I don't know, but sure, I'll add some comments here for sure.
I'm adding that end-to-end call comment there.
Perfect. Yeah, someone needs to edit. Is what I'm saying. It's good that we capture it. Thanks.
I'll read it through because I'm the first time seeing this. So yeah, sure.
Yeah, I added that comment. Cool. So I think obviously in the spirit of the sprint, right? This is one of the main things we want to discuss, the test bed and the test configurations. So and John is working on the poster with Sean, and I don't see either Akash or sorry, Ganesh, anybody working on the UI elements here in the group today. So anybody else wants to bring any other topic or wants to discuss any issues on the board?
Yeah, I'll talk about my 42. It's just, you scroll down, it's the last one there in progress. Yeah, I think it wasn't much work really, but it was just, there was some discussion with John on how to have two different, there's just one comment left on it. That's the create example package represented topology of the 3 network functions. So I think I might have to wait till John gets back to get the pure request merge. He has one comment, but I have the commit raised to answer his comment, but if he's not around, I guess he'll approve it when he comes back, if he's happy with it. That's it.
It's about the example topology, right, Liam?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I think I remember reviewing that as well.
Yeah.
We had put some comments.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So there's just one.
Yeah. Go ahead, Liam.
Yeah. No. I think you had kind of were happy with the comments. It's but it was just an extra comment from John there on the last version. So I uploaded another version. But that was on yesterday morning my time. So John had commented on Friday. John had commented on Friday afternoon his time, which was already Saturday my time. So you know where it goes. But so it's look at it. it'll be fine. Look, when he comes back, we'll approve it unless somebody else wants to have a look at it.
Sure. I think that's a good idea. I think I'll take a look at it. Probably will ask somebody like Vimar's team and take a look at it as well. And if that holds good, probably we can merge before John comes back. Otherwise,
I looked at it. It looks good to me. Yeah, I've looked at it. I'll do an LGTM.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay, I might be able to take something else then if I'll have a look and see. I probably better to stick in here rather than going to some of the other subgroups. So I'll have a look in here and see if there's something else I can take. I thought we might be working on the injection, but I don't think we're probably going to get to that now in R1.
When you say injection,
you know, the one that the other issue there. What is it? Sorry, excuse me now for this.
I just
implement network NF was that one that I was on? No, it was the one that John was leading, but then we weren't sure whether it was being done in Nephi, whether it was being done on Porch. So
yeah, it is definitely being done on Porch. This one.
Yeah. So I think I'll have to move to something else, like because of that, the state and the CLA issues and all that.
Okay, it is being done. Yeah, I'm actually look at, there are multiple boards here, right? If you there is this, and there is package specialization. I mean, I see there are multiple boards. So
yeah. I'll have a look and see if there's something that I can take, which is kind of a small task. Okay.
Got it. Anything. The other big help is if you reviewing code also takes time, so that's also great help.
Yeah.
If you want to review others' code, that would be great as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Thanks, Liam. Really appreciate it, and thanks, Vin, for approving that one. So, anything else in this call? Or I can give you 2 minutes.
Thanks very much.
Cool. Thanks, Liam. So, Vim, before this is my first time hosting the meeting. So I just need to quit the meeting. It will stop recording. Is that how it is? How it works?
I do stop recording normally, because if you do it, I do always stop recording.
Okay, I'll do. Okay.
And did you select cloud recording? Because that's what I always do.
Yeah. Where is the stop button?
It's at the bottom of the screen.
In the middle at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Stop recording. Okay, I'll stop recording now. Let's see that.
And then it's normally, if